Hey, hey, hey. Nothing can stop us, including a power outage. We got here. We're on it.
This
Sorry for
shit
the
went
delay,
out like
everybody.
7 o'clock and just came back on. I'm like, the fuck?
So weird. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started and get this out of the way. He, she's, theys, and gays, all of those who slay. Time to throw logic out the window, break a few kayfabes, and put the soap back in wrestling soap opera. It's GM mode time. Welcome to Kicking Out 2. I'm Michael, and with me, as always, is the draft sniper, the morale killer, the injury angle queen herself, Tori. Hey, Tori, how you doing?
Okay, that was solid. I don't know how long you've been working on it, but that was good.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. How you doing today?
I'm all right. It's been a long day.
Hey, Sped. Glad you're in here. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Shout
Um,
out to our Morgan.
yep. Shout out to our friend Morgan. She had a loss today, and kind of dealing with that. So, all thoughts and prayers to a wonderful friend of the show. Um, Today we were gonna go over just real quick the patch that happened for 2K25. They always do a patch before they do the new DLC drop. DLC Pack 1 dropped yesterday. Um, minus one character, which we'll talk about that in a second. Um, but real quick, just the general patch notes. They had stability and performance improvements, which they pretty much put that on there every time they do one of the updates.
Right.
For the camera tech, they addressed reported concerns related to the camera drifting during cutscenes, uh, showing unavailable settings as grayed out rather than not shown. They did improvements to character tracking on ladder finishers, which is great. Improved camera collision on turnbuckle corner positions to avoid turnbuckle pads obstructing the action. When it would cut over to it, basically you'd be like looking at the
I
at the turnbuckle.
haven't ever seen any of that, so
uh, I'm usually pretty lucky about the glitches too. Like everybody will complain about them, and I've never seen them. I saw one funny today. They did the chain wrestling thing, and then from the chain wrestling, one of them just kind of floated away. I was like, "What? I've never seen that before." Um, there's improved spectator action camera timing for taunts. Improved camera collision in WWE Archives backstage area. I don't know if you got to play back there yet. Um, I would recommend doing a backstage match in the archive. It's fun. There's a lot of references back there, just kind of pick apart. There's a barbershop window you can throw someone through, which I know you like to do that. So go find a Marty and do it.
I should not have gotten that excited over that.
Better logic for switching spectator mode when ejecting managers. Third person camera now has its own depth of field settings and numerous other small improvements for
What'd you say
creator.
about managers?
So when you're doing a special manager, when you're doing a manager and the manager gets ejected, uh,
Uh-huh.
it is doing better from switching to a spectator mode if you were
Wait,
the
that's a
manager.
thing?
Yeah,
Like you can have your manager thrown out?
yeah. If you go in there and cheat too much for your person, then the manager gets thrown out.
Stop
You can
it.
do that for special guest referee too. If you're the guest referee and you don't do your job, you get kicked out.
Stop.
Yeah, that's fun. Um, what
Big
up, Big
Mike, you
Mike? What
got it?
up? We're just going over the patch notes for the recent update they did and the DLC pack that was dropped, and then hopefully, if we have some time, we'll play a little bit. Um, for the creative
We
suite,
started
which
super late because I didn't have power for a couple of hours. Apparently, a tree was on a transformer, and I just want to know which transformer.
if it was Starscream, I understand.
He's a
Take that,
whiny bitch.
take that bastard out. Uh, have you seen the new Transformers? The one with Thor as Optimus Prime?
The animated one?
Mm-hmm.
I had started watching it, and I didn't care.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I ended up watching the whole thing, but like halfway through, I'm like, I don't get any of this.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep the first time when I tried to watch it.
Um, Creator Arena addressed concerns of Arena movie not loading the correct movie. What's really funny though is that they fixed this, and all the reports I'm seeing from people that create arenas is the side screens now that they'd fixed on the last patch broke again, and they fixed that one. So
Something I just thought about that popped up on my news feed.
mhm.
Shout out to JR.
Yes, yeah,
Jim
Oklahoma native
Ross,
himself,
colon
Jr.
cancer.
Yeah, got colon
That's
cancer.
that concerns me with everything else he's been dealing with in his age.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be devastating.
Yeah, and that surgery sucks. My dad passed away of cancer, and it was because he chose not to have,
Twinsies.
yeah, not not to have that surgery because he it was colon and prostate. And they're like, we get surgery and fix it, and then he was one of those man's man. So you take away the prostate, it takes away certain abilities that men have, and he was like, nope. So yeah,
I Why is Nyla a menace like this?
oh, because she is, absolutely is. You should see my reply to her tweet asking if we wanted to see that picture because I thought it was great.
So a person posted a couple of pictures of themselves in some pretty fantastic lingerie.
Mhm.
Abaddon replied with at Nyla Rose, ask her if she likes wrestling.
Which is
So
always the
Nyla
line.
quote tweeted and said, me and Abaddon were wondering if you like wrestling. She responded with, this is the top 5 moment on Twitter for me.
Yeah,
Oh God, this is just gonna get worse.
I love it. They address concerns with Arena Lights canceling the screen when in paste mode instead of existing paste mode. I don't know what that actually means. Create a superstar. They address concerns with crashing occurring after a quick save. So for people that like to create wrestlers, this was an amazing feature that they added this year where you could do a quick save. Previously, if you did make a superstar, if your game crashed while you were making them, then it was lost. So there would be times I was making someone and I'd be like an hour and a half into making this person, and then the game crashed, and I lost an hour and a half worth of work. And so now it quick saves. But apparently there was some crashing during the quick save. They added ability to change hair shine, so the hairstyles this year had a really big shine on them. It's almost like they had soul glow on them. But they added now a part where you could edit how much shine is on the hair, but the switch doesn't work. We'll talk about that later. But they added the piece, so at least that's there.
I totally just told this woman she should come join us in heels.
Yeah. Don't forget, she should come join us on the show. I got the third spot open right now. We can do it. Let's do it. Added the ability to add images on as face paint. That's something a lot of people were asking for because they'll get, like in Photoshop, they'll do face paint of somebody like a Sting or whatever, and it's a lot easier to put that on there than anything else.
You Dark Side of the Ring.
Do I what?
Do you watch Dark Side of the Ring?
I do, and yeah, the next coming up episode is Daphne, and I am thoroughly excited.
I don't know that I'm ready for that.
I love Daphne. It's part of the reason. Like
Crowbar were amazing.
Yeah. So in the run-in that Big Mike and Sped are a part of, that are in our chat right now, they were talking about Tatum and her new character, and like I get a lot of Daphne vibes from that new character, and
I was thinking the same thing when I saw that.
Yeah. So I'm perfectly fine with her being like the daughter of the Scream Queen. There we go. So some cutscene stuff. They added a new singles entrance for Cody Rhodes. In the game, it was just you had the Cody Vader that would bring him up from the ground. Obviously, for those of us that like to play and have it be more realistic, there's not a Cody Vader in every arena. So now there's an actual just regular, like the camera pans up and it's him, like it does on the show.
If we have a Cody Vader, shouldn't we be able to put like Kenny Omega and the Bucks and all those people in it?
Yeah, you can. There's a new tag entrance for Fraxium. So they have the new one now where they both run out and it does the weird like half speed stuff. And there's also a new tag entrance for Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. So nosies and kisses for everybody because it does their whole thing. So, well,
All right.
absolutely wonderful that that's there. And there's a lot of gameplay stuff. I'm not going to go through a lot of that. It's just kind of they decreased the meter on a lot of things that were causing the game to be not as fun and not as realistic. For my GM, roster updates and additions. I haven't seen what those roster and updates are, so we might end up seeing that as we play. Custom attires are now available for offline games, performance updates, and then basic bug fixes. There's some stuff they updated in the Island 2. Chapter 2 quest content is now available. One of those things have already been leaked. Apparently, in Chapter 2, you get a ghost Paul Heyman, or not Paul Heyman, excuse me, Paul Bearer, as a manager. I don't know if that is fun or in bad taste. I'm not sure which yet. I have not decided.
What is it?
It's a ghost Paul Bearer that you get in the Chapter 2 in the Island. That's a character you
No,
get.
that's foul.
So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. There's some brand new gear that's been added to the shops that are in there. Have you been in the island at all? Have you played around in that? Okay.
She liked that tweet.
There you go. Various stability and bug fixes in that as well. And then a lot of universe mode fixes that I won't go through all of them individually. But a lot of things just basically trying to make things work better in universe mode because that seems to be their crux every year, excuse me. I hope I use the right word. In order to make people happy this year, they put a lot of focus in universe mode because that's what a lot of people like to do. So that is it for those. So hopefully the game did not turn off while I did all that.
Mine's on. But then again, I just turned it on. So.
Yours is on. I figured it'd be kind of fun if we just kind of looked at the new characters that are in there. So the first one that we're looking for.
Are these, hang on a second, these are characters uploaded by them, not created, correct?
Well, no, these can also be created.
Oh, okay. I was like, they really put Adam Cole in here? Really?
No.
Okay, though.
That's a custom. So Julia got added. So we're just going to take a look at her entrance real quick just to...
I saw this one. That is so amazing.
And we'll go full screen with it so everybody can see it. Yeah, they did amazing on her. The music will not be playing because I do not feel like getting a copyright strike. She even has her own nameplate too, which is great that they've started adding those in.
So, is she done with NXT? Are they officially on the...
Yeah, her and Roxy are absolutely already called up.
So, is she the quickest call up for people? Let me rephrase this. For people that actually wrestled in NXT, is she the quickest call up? Because people are like AJ Styles. AJ Styles went in NXT, so that doesn't count.
I mean, I'd be hard pressed to think about it. It's too bad I haven't seen Stampede chime in yet, because I know he would know.
Right.
But I think
Encyclopedia.
so. I do think that she would be the quickest call up because she's only been there for a cup of coffee. While we're on Julia, what do you think of the discourse over Julia right now? I can tell by the scoff. This is going to be good.
Nikki Bella got divorced already?
Yeah, she's been divorced for a bit. It was a big it was a big it basically happened on TV.
Oh, okay.
He kind of no, that's not the one I was looking for. She basically kind of mocked him for not winning the dance competition, and like shortly after that, it's like they're getting divorced. Okay. I'm saying looking for Raquel in the S's. No, Stephanie. That's why I was in the S's, because I was looking for Stephanie.
Ooh, Julia. Let me start with I have not seen all of people's bitching about it.
Mm-hmm.
I caught that it had something to do with her braids, and
That's
I'm assuming
yeah.
it's people saying that it's cultural appropriation.
Yes. That has
Is
been the
that
big
the long and
thing.
short of what's going on?
That's the long and the short of it. There has also been some people moaning and complaining, saying she's basically just going to be Asuka on the roster now that Asuka's not there at the moment. Which here's the thing: if you look at Asuka's accolades, I don't think that's a bad thing if you're Asuka on the main roster.
So
But
I
yeah, the
saw
braid thing is the big
somebody
thing.
I saw somebody say that she does it because in memory of somebody or
Yeah.
because of someone. If that's the case and that's why she's doing it, Stephanie's hair is way too long. That does not look good at all. I don't like her hair. They need to shorten that shit up. It doesn't look good. There's too much. Um, if that's why she's doing it, I don't have a problem with it. She doesn't do it all the time. Yes, she's had them since she got here, but I know from everything I've read, it's not something she has. It's not something she keeps in year round.
Right.
I don't. I see why some people could have a problem with it because I do think there are some things that certain races should not do because it's not their thing. That's just my personal opinion. People can disagree with me. That's fine. Do I think this poll is this is much ado about nothing? Absolutely.
I think it is, and yeah,
Do I think
I forget her name off the top of my head. I was actually just trying to find it, and I can't find it at the moment. Um. Oh wait. I think I may have just found it. Nope. Never mind.
do I think this started because some incel got upset because the women main event in Raw? Yes.
Possibly. Yeah.
I said what I said.
It it amazes me when people try to attack other people for what they do. Um. So the other people that got added is the Motor City Machine Guns, which to me is what the hell? Because like I
They've
was a
been there
motor
for 45 seconds.
well, not only that, like they just got there. And like I've followed the machine guns for years and never thought that they'd ever show up in a WWE game. Um
Elena Black said, "Who's booking me versus Indy Hartwell? She needs her ass beat." Shotzi replied, "Get in line."
mhm.
I am so excited about women's wrestling on the independent scene and AEW and anywhere else these people show up. I'm so excited for all of this. I hate their entrance music. It is hot garbage.
Yeah, it's one of those I'm really kind of glad that we have to mute the music
If
cuz
if
the
they
Def
don't give
Rebel
me
of it
one of
all.
these, I'm gonna be upset. If I don't get at least one of these, I'm
Well,
gonna be upset.
they already did one up there up on the
Good
ramp.
day.
Yeah. I'm sure they do it again back on the corner though, because yeah.
There it is.
And I'm just gonna say right now, at some point, I'm gonna go in here and I'm adding that jacket to my character
Because that jacket is fire.
because I love the mohawk spikes. Absolutely awesome. And then the surprise one. So there's supposed to be a celebrity that was added to this one, but 2K has said they're going to announce that probably later next week of who that is. Um,
It's gonna be somebody stupid that we don't want.
so I'll go through that real quick. I know some of them, but I want to make sure I pull it up if I'm actually gonna read through them here. Um,
A dude with a title on his shoulder, graduated college, and did EOS guys. That's
I
amazing.
saw that. Cannot find it at the moment. There was a person that data mined and found some names that were added. No other data other than just the names. And it was Travis Scott was in there. I Show Speed was in there, and that's the one that they're thinking is probably this one, because
I
they added a Prime bottle character,
look,
and that's who was in the Prime bottle. So,
if he is in there
mhm.
and they don't have something for when he's in the ring with Braun, I want a refund.
Yep. Um, and then there was a bunch of basketball players. I can't go through who all the basketball players are. I would love if they added Drew Carey. I think that'd be hilarious. Um, but
Jesus Christ. There's a name I haven't heard
there you go.
forever.
But the basketball players, the two that were in it recently, they did a thing in NXT with two basketball players. I don't know who they are because I don't watch basketball very often anymore. But then Shaq was also one of the rumored to be the third one to round it out, which makes sense because he was big with the company as well. And as long as he doesn't have any sort of exclusive thing with AEW, then I don't see why they couldn't put him in there.
So I know I said I want to talk about it Tuesday, but I don't want to wait till Tuesday.
Actually, I kind of figured, so you go right ahead.
Did you watch Dynamite?
I didn't watch it all, but I did see the Taz moment.
Okay.
So,
Taz has made a big deal about not taking his sunglasses off when he's commentating. Like, this is a thing. So,
thanks, Big Mike.
Excalibur brought it up last night. I haven't gotten the invite yet.
I haven't sent it yet.
Okay. Excalibur brought it up. Taz started talking about Sabu. Literally took his glasses off. You can see this man is about to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Ian Riccaboni's out there, and he is, he called several of Sabu's matches in ROH. I thought that was so well handled for a company that he wrestled like one match in. I just, how well that was done, there needs to be lessons.
Mm.
And then I can't, is this waiting on me or you?
Oh, I got to hit start game.
Oh,
I was looking at you as you were talking, so I wasn't even paying attention.
I can't with the, because obviously they did the Sabu pose at the end with the fist up. I cannot with these people. Oh, it's good they recognize the tribal chief. Stop it. This is not.
Oh, see, I didn't even see that.
Oh yeah, no. Sean Ross actually tweeted about it, and he said, "Some of y'all are fucking gross." Because he posted the picture of it, and of course, people commented. Okay, you want to comment? That's fine. There were a lot of people that thought it was cool and no big deal, and so on. And I'm just like, why? Just why? Why did you feel the need to take this moment that was so special to Taz and so important and so perfectly handled and do that? Like, what the fuck?
I can answer that for you because the toxicity that's in, and here's the thing, I'm not even going to say pro wrestling community, but just in communities itself, of anything that is popular seems to be nowadays, is going way too far. We are talking bad about companies when both companies doing well is better for the company and better for everybody else. We are talking bad about movies that we haven't even seen yet. You see a 5-second clip of it and you're like, oh my God, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing to me how we get away with that stuff now. Daniel.
So Sabu, Taz summed it up the best when he was talking about Sabu. He said Sabu was aura before Aura was Aura.
Oh yeah.
Before it was a thing.
Well, because
He
like
is 100% not wrong.
if you think about it, the lights going out and coming back up, that kind of started with him.
Yeah.
And when the lights would go out, like everybody's freaking out because you know what's about to happen.
Okay, can you see what's on my screen?
I don't look at your screen because I feel
No,
like
I want you to look at this one.
okay, well hold on, I got to pull the Discord up then. Which by the way, if you're wanting to watch Tori's screen as well, go ahead and join our Discord. It's right above my head there. Oh, I usually close the Discord because I feel it's weird if I'm watching you play.
100% Stampede. It was so well done. They played his old ECW music. And I've seen tributes to other people. Obviously, the Eddie show was a big deal. I grew up with Eddie Guerrero. It was a big deal. The other show for the person we won't discuss was a big deal too. Have you ever seen this screen?
Yeah, that one's popped up once for me.
Okay. Okay. I just had never seen that.
All right, I'm getting an offer from Flip to Script.
Okay, bet.
Oh, apparently I forgot to give Punk some time off. That's my
Oops.
bad.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong at all, Stampede. That's exactly what I was talking about. It was so well done, and for people to do what they've done with it, it pisses me off so bad. And I let a lot of shit slide with the wrestling community in general. This one, I'm not.
Yeah.
Y'all should be embarrassed for yourselves. You should all be embarrassed.
Well, and it's like I know it's the new fans, right? It's not the people who watched Sabu. It's not people who knew who he was. That is such a bad thing to do to go, I'm going to make a joke about this thing about cuz I mean you see it while they're referencing it. You see he's about to break down.
He's
This
literally
is
about
serious.
to
We're
cry
talking about
talking
someone
about
passing away and that you're going to take that moment to make a joke? Like how about you do some research and see who that was and see why he's that important?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jay Briscoe was hard. I actually
that was
so
rough.
right about the time they started getting into ROH again and all that, like I just started really kind of watching them. And so then I fell in love with those boys because they were crazy. And then like Jay passing, I was like, man, I couldn't imagine like your tag team partner, your brother, like someone you've been with for that long passes away.
And I love the fact that they, first of all, Tony basically said, go fuck yourselves. I'm keeping Mark Briscoe and putting him on TV.
Yeah.
And the way they've used him, has he won a lot? No. Did he win the title when he should have? 1000%. Putting him on, having him win the title on the anniversary of Jay winning the title, perfect. Perfectly done. I'm just really frustrated with the fans in general.
Yeah, I mean, and we can go like we can go into that into kind of the pop culture too, because you and I were talking about that this morning because the new Ironheart trailer came out, the new Superman trailer came out, the new not Final Fan, excuse me, Fantastic Four trailer came out, and there's already people still bitching about it, and I'm like, the movies haven't even come out yet,
Right.
like, and the trailers look fantastic, so how are we already complaining about stuff? Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Oh shit, because of the whole thing with Zach Allen, which I was so happy to see him back. That was so good.
I love Zach Gallen.
Yeah, I need to get this.
That was another one. I saw some people complaining about Zach Gallen of like he's out there wrestling with no leg. That's silly. That's what he did. Like that was his gimmick. And like the joke they made about him trying to put on the figure four, like that was great.
Like I said, I'm just really frustrated with. I loved what they did. Props to them. Um, I 100% agree about the Fantastic Four. Um,
Good
I
lord.
just am really frustrated with the wrestling community with the way. Stop. Seriously?
Good lord. I didn't know it'd been that many matches.
I didn't either. I gotta get this show book. Fuck, I'm fucking around over here.
That is a great stat, Stampede. That says maybe one of the favorite ones I think you've come up with me.
Hey, he was gonna look up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the I think it was New Japan girl that passed away. That
Why Julia wears her braids?
yeah. I was hoping you were on earlier because we couldn't remember her name. I'd like to see Moon Knight in a movie too, and I think they might be doing that. I know they've talked about doing. Um,
I think they're gonna end up doing more. Another. I hope they do another Disney Plus series.
yeah, I think they've been talking about doing like a Dark Avengers though with him, and Blade and that crew, and
That'll
that'd
be
be kind
so
of
good.
fun. Um, but I don't see them doing one just by itself. Yeah, the Moon Knight series was really good.
I did reach out to Morgan to tell her we were streaming if she wanted to join, and she said she wasn't up for it, which totally understand.
And yeah, Fantastic Four. It's been hard for them to nail that down, but I think that's because like Mister Fantastic's powers look really silly. Even
Well,
even if you
and
do it well, it looks silly.
okay, so the ones they did with Jessica Alba
Hmm.
and Chris Evans were fantastic.
Hmm.
I enjoyed them.
Yeah, they were good.
Was the writing good? Absolutely not. But was it a fun movie? Yeah. Rivalry goes.
No rivalry grows.
I just, I don't know. I'm, ooh, ouch.
They didn't like that one.
Huh. Um, I'm hoping. Oh, I didn't realize Gigi was hurting so bad. That's my fault. You didn't get hurt. I'll take it.
Lucked out. There you go.
Um, I just, I don't know. I'm very on the fence about the movie. I have Hana Kimura.
Thank you so much, Stampede. Thank you.
Thanks, Stampede. Um, I hope Fantastic Four is good. The fact that I don't know two of the actors at all concerns me a little.
See, I kind of like that. Uh, having a high profile person in a role like that can be great or it can be horrible. Um, but they've done real good about doing like nobody actors and actresses and making them into something. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I mean, that's always kind of been my thing. Good Lord, you made $411,000 on that.
I didn't. I had one of my things for this 5 weeks was double your.
Okay.
So that was part of it. I mean, I still made good money,
Yeah.
but
You doubled it though. I gotcha.
yeah,
Look
I
at you on
actually
top.
more than doubled it because I would have doubled it anyway just by the. Oh yeah, I also took 10% of yours. That's why.
Yeah, that too. Um, yeah. But I think that's always been my thing is that the whole stretchy powers thing, like it looks weird.
It is silly, and it looks terrible when they did it with the other one.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like even the new one, I wasn't that mad at. The new one was pretty
Oh
good.
no, no, the one with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
That was such trash.
I didn't mind it.
It was
It being a young version
trash.
of that team, I'm okay with it. This one obviously they're older, they're already established. Um, they're already like celebrities at this point. Um, which I love the dichotomy of that, of how like them being mutates, they're celebrities. But then you get the X-Men later, which are mutants, and people hate them. Uh,
Hi, Kofi.
why you want to leave, Pete? You
Damn,
know
all
what?
my.
No. Oh, Pete's leaving. All right. Um,
Hey, Javon Evans is a free agent if you want him.
no, he tweets weird shit. Um, by the way, NXT, they have him backstage on his phone, which I thought was kind of a funny touch.
Who?
Javon, like they did a backstage segment, and he's like backstage on his phone. I'm like, that's a fun little touch considering the whole tweet thing. I don't know if they meant it that
Yeah.
way, but it was kind of funny. Big Mike, she's watched the Thunderbolts. I have not seen them yet.
So I don't like the fact that they rolled the new name out so quickly.
I think they were trying to do it before the spoiler got out, though, because they did that in the movie, right? Like in the movie, it changed.
It did, but it's something you could have left alone, and you didn't have to change it right away. It didn't have to be something we're going to automatically do this right now.
Stampede, are we talking like Dexter the murderer? Is that what we're talking about?
Or are we talking about Dexter that has a sister named Dee Dee and a laboratory?
My laboratory. Dee.
I loved that show.
Anyway, and yeah, Stampede, I agree with you as far as like walking in no expectations because they're newer people. I feel like we should do that anyway. I am so tired of people complaining about movies and they're not even out yet. Like hell, this is old man yelling at the clouds crap. Oh, the one that
Get
didn't
off my
speak in
lawn.
NXT. Uh, Dexter Loomis. Give him a Loomis gimmick. I'm I'm kind of okay with that too. Um,
I'm like, what?
now, but like Old Man Yell at the Clouds and all, but like we used to get one trailer, and that trailer didn't tell you shit. It was just like in a world where superheroes have to team together, Avengers, and that's it. That's all you got.
I hate how spot on that was.
But I miss those days because you get like all these like high spots in the movie, and people are like, "Well, that's not realistic or anything," but you're not watching it with any context. You're watching one scene out of order from anything that you're already going to see. Like, just watch the movie. Oh, Andy needs some of that loving.
Fuck, Kobe left.
He might have stayed though. Because remember, sometimes even though you're like, "No, I ain't gonna give you $100,000," they're like, "All right, I'm gonna give you one more chance."
Oh, I think he said he wasn't getting what he wanted. That's what it was.
Uh,
That's fine.
I think this week
Choose the rest.
at least one underground match. All right. Do I have underground match? I do have an underground match. Um, who's gonna be in an underground match? I'll put you two in an underground match. Oh man. Yeah, no, I can't do anything with y'all yet. Then just doing that thing. Can't do that either. That's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. I can't do that. Yeah, no. Have change. Who does that? Which is fine. There we go. Wow.
You can't role change somebody and then put them in a match, can you?
No, once they're in a promo, you can't put them in a match at the same time. It's one of the mechanics I miss from the original days because the original days you could even put people in multiple matches, but like it would hit their stamina hard,
Right,
and so
which understandably.
I think that wouldn't be too bad. Maybe not multiple matches, but to be able to put them in a promo and then a match,
Yeah.
I think would be cool. For anybody who's watching along that has not heard me rant and rave about this, this is Lost and Found Energy. Greatest energy drink I've ever had. Get it on Amazon or at the TikTok shop or at lostandfoundenergy.com. Not a sponsor. Love them to be, though.
I mean, they can holla.
I want them to holla and I want Blue Chew to holla because both things will get you up quick. uh, that would not be a bad touch at all, Stampede.
They danced the whole time too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had music going the whole time because it was. Oh, that's right, because it was Final Countdown last time.
Yeah.
Which was fantastic.
While they're all in the back, they pass people and they're passing people and they're all doing the swerve dance.
Yeah. Like wrestlers are back there. Like I need the locker room doing it. I like the fact that we're gonna have Willow and Marina in this one.
In the match, yeah.
That'll be fun.
It will be a lot of fun. I'm really glad she re-signed too.
I am too. I'm super excited about that.
It didn't take long for that news to come out that she re-signed.
Right.
He's in her contract year. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So since Big Mike's in the chat here, I can give a little more context to what I was talking about. So one of the other things that people have been bitching about on the internet today is there was that spot with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. So they were about to start that little thing, and then all of a sudden MVP cuts to commercial. Like he announces the commercial. Hey, I'm just getting told by this production guy over here. We got 30 seconds. Be back with us here in 30 seconds. MGF will be with us. Da 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 da. And people are bitching, going like, "That's why you need to have production meetings." And I'm like, I think that was part of the program.
Like I think it was perfect.
I think it was. I just, I think they threw that in there. I thought it was fun. And then the other thing they're bitching about is that when they go to find MJF and he's backstage hiding behind the desk, that Tony was on his phone. And I'm
Tony was sent.
And what? Why are we bitching that Tony was on his phone? I'm like, he's there getting that instant gratification to see what people are tweeting about. No, he's just trying to act natural backstage.
Here's the thing, though. People bitched about Mina Shirakawa's music, and he literally switched music before she came back out. After she won on it. Shut up.
There we go. Dancing while dodging bodies. A fun night for the kids. That's right. Ooh. Da, 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 da. Let's talk some things.
Bye, Cora.
Okay.
Okay. Damien wants to go heel. Okay.
I mean, Damien is a pretty good heel, so I don't see why not.
Yeah. Oh. God, Jacob is still hurt.
All right, Big E wants to be on the PLE. Big E got a perk.
Can't hate that Money in the Bank card where you immediately get 100K.
Yeah, I played that last week. It's like, I want some money. Um, always use a few of those. Okay, now you play that. I'll play that at the pay-per-view. He wants at least one tables match. You keep wanting me to put some people in dangerous matches, Paul. I'm not down for it. Put Damien the Judgment Day so it never ends. I'm down. Let's do it.
I need to get those tag titles off.
Oh, I forgot. That's fine. I'll blow that off then. Looking like Vince here. Forgetting shit I did last week. Or this is the not the latest flavor they got out. Latest flavor they got out was watermelon candy. This one is sour apple candy. It's like a punch in the mouth. Book in your show. What's the status on Twitter? Is a great follow just for like WWE 2K content in general. He's the one that is able to like mine data in the game, and he's usually the one that makes mods for the game that you can actually put on community creations. There is a it's not easy. We've said it numerous times that like we'd love to have the book, but we'd like to have the book for like a week. We'll give you the story ideas. You run with them. Um, so he's gotten this new gimmick that he does now. He keeps doing videos of the A Town Down Under tag entrance, which is like Austin does his point thing with the lasers and all that and the smoke, and then Grayson just kind of comes up behind him and is like, "Yeah, dog." Um, he's doing that with just like random ass people. So like this one was Beth Phoenix plays the Austin Theory role, and then Edge comes up behind her.
One, two, that's it.
Okay.
Not bad.
I don't. You're fucking my shit up, Damien.
But yeah, Stampede. When I used to play this back in the day with my ex-wife, it was actually one of the most fun things we would do is we'd sit there and play GM mode together. Back in the old SmackDown versus Raw games, like we had spirals that we would like track shit with.
I remember.
Yeah, that was so much fun. I try not to do that so much with this because to me that takes up a lot of time to sit here and write down stuff, and
It's fun.
I'd rather just play. I do hope we get an update at some point that we can do
What?
created characters.
Nikita and Chelsea won
Yeah.
and shot.
Oh, I see what you did there. I would love to be able to get like Abaddon and stuff that I've downloaded into the game.
I would like to see it where you could see either your previous weeks, previous feuds, like certain things like that.
You can.
You can?
Yeah, that's the GM assistant. If you go in there, it'll show you like what all your current feuds are, who's champion. Like it goes through all that. It's just a lot of information on a screen.
All right, let's get through this week, and then I probably need to head off because I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Mary's working the 6:30 to 7 right now, 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. right now, and
Oof.
mornings are rough for her. God, I got a 13 out of 30. Fuck. The show quality is dookie.
You made some good change out of that though. Little spa. What day like trying to think, is the next one a pay-per-view?
No, the next one's the week before the pay-per-view.
Okay, so that's right. The next week's the go home. Okay, so then we can stop. Yeah, I was gonna say if it was just the pay-per-view, then maybe we plow through it. But if it's the go home and the pay-per-view,
Yeah, it's the go home, and there's a lot involved with the go home.
all right. So we will exit GM right there. Slip back over to our regular screen. Anything else wrestling wise that you want to bring up that's happened over the last couple of days?
I love what they're doing with Tatum Paxley.
Mm-hmm. It's a great character change.
You heel turned her, gave me Daphne vibes, and used the fact that Gigi and Shotzi are gone
Oh, and her
all
husband.
in one. What?
And her husband.
Who's your husband?
Who was that? I know he was in it. See if I can find it before someone posts it. Javier Bernal.
He's married to Tatum Paxley.
They got married
Never let them
last
say
year.
you can't reach never let people say you can't reach for the stars.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you see people bagging on Lyra's fiance?
I did.
I didn't know who he was. Okay, let me start here. I was like, wait, that's Lyra's fiance? But then I found out like he is what like Sean Ross Sapp is like he is the most booked indie talent in the world.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy thing to say.
While we're at it, the rumor's also going around that Stephanie Vakura is dating baby Randy. So, way to go, Miles.
Duh.
You're winning in life, sir.
No way.
That's awesome for Nick Wayne. I love the fact that he is just killing it over there.
Seriously. Okay. No. He just got married in 2023 to his girlfriend.
Okay.
Miles Bourne did.
Okay. I don't know. That was just a rumor going around that I saw floating around Twitter today. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, well, and yeah, people bagging on the dude, like that's crazy. I mean, I saw some shaming him because he had long hair, and they're like, oh, so Roxy's a lesbian. Shut up. And someone like, well, he's batting way out of his league. Shut up.
Look, my fiance is fine as fuck. I know what it's like to swing outside your ball, outside your league, bro.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. I'm pretty sure every relationship I've had has been out of my league. But yeah, it's a weird take. It's a weird thing to do to bag on that. Um, looking forward to everything coming up. I think Stampede's gonna be fun. It always is. Like I love watching those, especially adding the women into it. I think that's gonna be a lot
Oh,
of fun.
Anarchy in the Arena.
And sorry, I was thinking Stadium Stampede. Yeah, Anarchy in the Arena.
I am looking forward to uh oh my god, I just went stupid. Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
That's Saturday, isn't it?
No, we just had Backlash,
Not Backlash, Battleground.
Battleground.
Is that this Saturday?
uh,
The Tony Mina match is going to be so good. Oh yeah, Mariah's showing up, 100%.
it is
100%
the
Mariah's showing.
25th.
Okay, so a week from Saturday.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a
Alright.
Sunday. It's a rare
it is
Sunday
Sunday.
pay-per-view.
Okay. Wait, Battleground is a week from Sunday?
That's what it says. NXT Battleground 2025 is Sunday, May 25th at the Yuengling Center in Tampa.
Double or Nothing is the 25th.
Well, we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah, it's the 25th.
Twitter's going to be crazy. Hangman versus Ospreay is going to be off the charts.
Yes.
The sad thing, and Stampede, just from previous comments that I've seen you make, I think you and me are in the same as far as like who we think's going to end up toppling the world champion that we currently have. And unfortunately, it's not going to be either one of those guys. But
I
would love it to be
don't
Hangman.
know.
I think
honestly
Hangman should win that and take it.
Sorry, Layla posted a throwback to one of her magazine pictures. Jesus.
Okay, those are always good.
I think they should put the title on Osprey.
I don't
All in.
entirely disagree with that either. I mean, Ospreay.
Even if it's just a short-term run, even a month. I agree. They're gonna put the title on Darby. It's just a matter of when. There's no chance either one of those completes their actual song or no. They're 100% fighting on site.
Well, so here's the thing though. If we're actually going to do this, Joe Hendry's winning that. Because Joe Hendry has been doing that gimmick for years and people don't even know it. They think he's just now sprouted up in TNA and then that's when he started. You know, back in like What Culture Wrestling, back in I think ICW, there we go. Like he would write these parody songs that were just tearing people apart. So I hope they let him get through his song. I hope they let him actually do one.
Why do you say not the right time? I'm curious. Have you seen the wrestlers posting their first wrestling picture?
Yes, I have.
These are amazing.
Yeah. I need more dudes to get on it, by the way. Like I'm seeing a lot of the females. I want to see the dudes like show me your first promo picture with the blonde tipped hair or the Jeff Hardy like Temu costume. Cause you know there's a lot of those.
A fan at the Timberwolves game got caught taking a bump of cocaine on the Titantron. I'm never calling it the Jumbotron, bitch. That's the Titantron.
Yeah, it's time.
You're welcome.
Are we gonna get Ariana Grace in a match against Tessa Blanchard? I'm down for it.
Look, I need to watch that because what? Apparently, O'Shea Jackson Jr. showed up on TNA and had a conversation with Top Dollar and called him a broke ass Uncle Phil.
Mhm.
Look, this dude is a natural on the microphone.
Mhm.
You could bring O'Shea in, and I'm fine with it.
I'd be all right with it. Oh, okay.
But you can flip Osprey. Osprey can play heel perfectly.
I think he could play heel, but like I think if you flip him right now, I think he's very much like a Cena. Like they're not gonna actually boo him.
That's fair. So apparently, TGI Fridays tweeted, "Somebody tell," and they just put a chili pepper to stay in their lane. Y'all are not mozzarella stick people. We are. That's it. That's the tweet. Chili's replied, "Add us next time." Also, we honestly didn't know you were still open. Congrats.
Mm.
Damn.
I love these kind of beefs. Yeah, no, I agree. Like it's gonna be Darby. It's gonna be him. Like, you know, Shawn Michaels winning the world title, skyline from like the top of the mountain into the ring or something. I was even saying in the comments of the run-in that like the line kind of writes itself too, of him going in there and saying like, "Look, you're the flag bearer of AEW, but I'm the flag bearer for AEW," because he's planted his flag up. Like it writes itself.
Kid Bandit is wrestling Masha Slamovich.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, she's killing it right now. I'm not gonna promise this or nothing, but I have reached out to her to see if she wants to be on the show. I got a rock on
Nice.
symbol from her.
Nice.
So I've given her a couple of dates. Hopefully we can get her back on the show. I'd love for her to talk about her time in Japan because I know that was a lifelong dream for her. Talk about some of the matches she had there too, because Jesus Christ.
Allison Kay tweeted about the Dark Side of the Ring thing and said, "I already don't like this because as someone who is still grieving and having trouble coping with the tragic loss of her friend, 4 years is still too soon, but I will try to cool down and give it a chance. This episode better be fucking perfect."
That is my concern. There have been some episodes of that where they did lean too far into it being the dark side of the ring. To me, the dark side of this is just her being lost too early because she had so much more time on her bump card.
Have you seen this video of Natty stripping down from
Yes,
Natalia?
we need that Natty in the Fed. I need her to take off all the fancy stuff, just come out there in the singlet thing that she was wearing during
You
GC.
just wanted to take stuff off.
Well, that's beside the point. That's also why I want that Diva show back, because we got some wonderful stuff in that one. I don't disagree, Stampy. To me, like if either one of those were gonna win it, I would want it to be Hangman, just because then I don't
Fair.
like, to me, I could tell that story, but I'm not the one writing the script. But I could tell that story of like how that's the first step, because to me, he wins the title, and then the first person he faces is Swerve. Like, we need to finish this for the belt.
I don't think we do. I don't think we do need to finish it. I think they're done.
I think they're done. I don't think that they think they're done.
Okay, so I just saw this from yesterday. It says this is the greatest RKO of all time. I don't care what anyone thinks. It's the pop-up stomp into the RKO from WrestleMania.
Mhm.
Is it the greatest one of all time?
No.
What is?
Greatest one of all time is the shooting star.
Evan Bourne?
Yeah. I think that is the best one of all time. And Randy has went on numerous little interviews where he has said like that is all Evan Bourne. Like he was like, all I had to do was be in the right place.
And he did too. He just caught him coming down.
Yep. Now, is that the greatest caught thing ever? No. Because the super kick that Adam Cole gave
Ricochet.
to Ricochet as he was backflipping off the middle rope. Good Lord.
Yeah, that was crazy. You're not wrong, Stampede.
You're not. You're not. I am glad they're finally kind of getting back on track with that story. If we weren't getting back on track, I would want that just so it could end it. It'd be done
I
with
have
it.
lots of thoughts. I'm gonna try to be here Tuesday because I'm kind of curious to see what they do on Collision with this. And if we get like official teams for Anarchy. So I'm gonna do my best to be here Tuesday. It just kind of depends on how some things play out.
Real quick, Big Mike, are you still in the chat? Drop a line real quick if you are. Yeah, we can definitely bring that up as a topic next week. Next week's show is kind of in flux.
As far it's as for sure going to be you and Big Mike.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna make that announcement unless he was in chat. That's I was waiting for him.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. You over here playing Paul Heyman with your spoilers.
Not a prediction; it's a spoiler.
Yeah. So on our Tuesday episode, it is definitely going to be me and Big Mike. He's guest shotting for us because Tori may or may not be in town at the time. If she is, then Big Mike's still going to be on. I'm not kicking him off just because of that. So absolutely, it'll just be a 3-person show that day.
God, I hope so, Stampede. I'm so tired of the Death Riders.
Yeah. But I am. I'm glad that, like the Young Bucks kind of playing the Shane role. I'm assuming at least what the Shane role is supposed to be. I'm liking that we're finally getting some sort of person in charge of what's going on here. And I think them replacing Pac with Gabe Kidd it was a good call. He's been talking a lot of shit about AEW and Kenny Omega and stuff, so it fits his character already.
I wondered about that.
Well, I mean, they had to replace Pac. Pac got hurt, so.
Big Bill is tall. You know what? No, I'm going to be nice. Never mind. I'm not going to.
Well, he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. As much as I hate that dude, I still to this day know line for line.
Do I want him in AEW? No. Do I want that promo one time in AEW? Yes. Because those fans would eat that shit up.
I mean, just think about it like the one time where they cut the mic. And so he just put the mic down. He has got that mic tattooed on his hand, and he did it without a microphone, and the fans did it for him. Like,
right.
Like, dude's got something. He's also probably got a bunch of diseases, but he does have something. All right. Well, Big Mike's obviously not here. No, I don't think he's related to Big Bill. I kind of think of him like Kevin Nash because he's a big dude. I'm the medium-sized man. Yeah. So it works out. it works out for the character. So it was a good call if they had to, pivot, to use that term that Triple H hates so much right now. They had to pivot and put a new person into the group. It makes sense. Plus, he's just kind of hard hitting, kick ass, and that's kind of what their whole thing's about. I do wish they would do more with Claudio, though, because I think Claudio, pound for pound, is one of the best entertainers out there, and he still kind of gets regulated to just a dude in a faction. But that's it for tonight, folks. Just remember, wrestling today is like the biggest buffet you've ever seen. You don't have to love everything on the table, but let people enjoy what's on their plate. Load up on what's hitting for you. Go ahead and catch us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, BlueSky, and sign up for the Kicking It Out 2 Discord right above my head. That way you can share your thoughts, share your faves, and keep this conversation going. In the meantime, and in between time, we will catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good night.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2.